everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa if you're new around here, and today we're doing a more serious video. I am going to be doing 2 weeks on the carnivore diet. More specifically, I'm going to be going on the lion diet strain of carnivore. And I thought that I would spend some time talking at the beginning of this video because the carnivore diet has actually become pretty controversial, mostly because a lot of people see it as a conservative movement or a anti-vegan movement. My motivation, and it seems like most people's motivation to do it, is because they struggle with an autoimmune disease or a disease like a chronic illness. And I have hypothyroidism, which means that my thyroid gland is not producing the right amount of hormones. It's, I think mine's underproducing is what it is. There are actually 50 million Americans that have an autoimmune illness, so I think the rise in its popularity is because it can be very distressing to have a disease and then to be told there's nothing that you can do except be on medicine for the rest of your life, and the medicine isn't even going to really make you feel all that much better. And it really does affect your life. Like at its worst, I was sleeping 14 hours a day. And I didn't feel quite myself. Like, I felt foggy in the head. I couldn't think right. And like having the words to speak to people, it wasn't the same as what it once was. And I felt less sharp than usual. I did not feel like myself at all. And it was a really bad, dark time in my life because I felt so hopeless. So I think when you see people who are interested or doing this diet, most of the time it's going to be for health reasons. So I would just say keep an open mind during this video. I did my own 6 months of research before I decided to commit to this diet, because I do take this seriously, and with any extreme diet, I think you have to do research and you have to, make sure that you're doing it what you think is the proper way. So with any of you, I would encourage you to do your own research before even trying this. Just because I would like you to come to your own conclusions before just seeing someone do something and then doing it yourself. Now, before you guys watch the video, I did compile a little bit of the research that I did, and I'm going to just talk about it a little bit before I go into this because I think it's important, but I will be linking a lot of the research that I did in the description down below for you guys if you're interested, because it's very important to me to, educate yourself and make an educated decision. And I don't know. It's very important to me. Obviously, I've put a lot of time and effort into this particular video, so I would appreciate it if you give this video a little bit of love and subscribe for me, because as soon as we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be going skydiving for you guys. And you can follow me over here on Instagram at Crafty Novel Geek if you'd like. Now, one of the first videos that I ever watched on the carnivore diet was by Dr. Sten Ekberg. In this video, he explains how the thyroid is malfunctioning, and he also explains something called a Harrower's chart, and it shows everything that the thyroid gland is connected to and impacts. He taught me that it affects things like the liver, cortex, and the placenta, and vice versa, those things can affect the thyroid. The next thing that I stumbled across was actually the lion diet through Jordan Peterson, because I do follow him on social media. There's a lot of stuff I like about Jordan Peterson, but this video is not about Jordan Peterson. So I did watch one of his things talking about how some of his health issues were fixed because he went on the lion diet.
Well, I've only been eating meat for almost 5 years now. Guy lost 52 pounds in 7 months. I had a host of inflammatory conditions, some of which were quite serious, including peripheral uveitis, which sometimes blinds people, in my right eye, and it disappeared completely, along with psoriasis and gastric reflux disorder, and interestingly enough, gum disease.
His daughter Michaela, who introduced it to him. So I went over to her social media and did some research on her.
And I cut everything out except for beef. And 2 weeks after doing that, the itch went away and my joints started to feel better. 4 weeks after that, I stopped crying in the morning. And 5 months after that, the anxiety lifted and I was back in what I felt was heaven compared to how I'd been living.
And what I found most fascinating was that she published some blood results on the vitamins. It was really interesting because all of her levels looked pretty good, pretty normal. I started consuming more and more carnivore content of hundreds and hundreds of other people with autoimmune disorders just like me. Their results just blew me away, and seeing them happy and healthy again made me hopeful that I could have that same happy and healthy feeling if I would also do the diet. And then I had a stroke of luck and stumbled across one video that had I think the biggest impact on me and my decision to do this. It was a video by Anthony Chaffee, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but in his video he was talking about kind of the origins of the food and nutrition industry.
Ellen G. White was a prophetess, and she had so-called vision from God, and she was told that meat was evil, meat caused lustful feelings, it increased sexual urges, and of course lust was a sin. And so therefore meat was a sin. And it was as bad as smoking and drinking and all these other sorts of substances. She was influenced by Sylvester Graham of Graham Crackers, who also advocated for a bland diet to suppress sexual urges. And this was in their writings, specifically was to suppress sexual urges. One of her little proteges was a guy named John Harvey Kellogg. And he was her typesetter when he was 12 years old and set the type for these books that she was writing. So he was ingrained in this, and you might recognize the name, grew up to become Dr. Kellogg, and he and his brother founded Kellogg's cereals. Kellogg's and all processed food companies, they unfortunately have some more conflicts of interest as well, because they actually are invested in pharmaceuticals as well. They're heavily invested in actually producing, blood sugar medications, diabetes medications, and they're also selling things that cause diabetes.
Another thing that he talks about in this video is that companies like Kellogg's and Coca-Cola have been known to fund nutritional studies. I mean, who's really going to trust a study that shows that M&Ms are healthier than beef and pork, funded by Bill Gates? And another thing that convinced me to try this diet was my own experience trying keto a few years ago. My body responded really well to keto. And of course, there's the controversial carnivore study, which involved a bunch of people on carnivore or carnivore-ish diets to kind of self-report their results and their symptoms, their experiences on it. And of course, everyone talks about whether or not this research can be trusted. But on this, they showed that a lot of people experienced a lot of positive outcomes. Again, I really encourage you to do your own research. Always. Don't believe anything anyone else tells you. Do your own research before coming to any conclusions. Obviously, I know what kind of thing I'm getting myself into here, and I know that there might be criticism aimed at me, and to be fair, it's an extreme diet. I'm expecting that. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed 2 weeks of me on the carnivore diet. We'll have no more of that. This is what I look like in my workout set. I wanted you guys to see kind of what I'm looking like right now, so we can get like a before and after for the end. Let's go ahead and just show you guys. This is my belly right now. Another angle, I guess. All right, now I'm gonna go grab my tape measure and take some measurements. All right, so here's this tape measure, and we're going to measure my waist first. My waist is 29 inches right now. And my hips are 36 inches right now, and my bust is 37 inches. My thighs are 21 inches, my calves are 14 inches, and my arm is 11 inches. Look at all that meat, tons of it. We're gonna put some of it in the fridge, some of it in the freezer, and we're gonna cook some of it and do some meal prep for the week. But the only thing that they were missing at the store was beef bone broth, because I feel like that would be something I really want to have for this. So I went ahead and got my air fryer out because I love cooking steaks in these. It's just like, it's perfect for me. And so I'm gonna go ahead and preheat this and then season the steak. Air fryer's done, so I'm just gonna toss in the steak real quick. Ooh, oops. Okay, and then cook it for about 7 minutes. All right, the steak is done, so we now flip it and then do it for another 7 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking the ground beef for the meal prep in this big pan. I think it'll all fit in here, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this on, and then we're gonna get to cooking all our ground beef. All right, here are all my lunch boxes. As you can see, the lids have some heavy staining, but I love these lunch boxes. I'm gonna go ahead and put some, like, evenly distribute the ground beef between each one, and these will be what I bring to work for the week. So I'm gonna get a smaller container for this, and that'll be my breakfast for tomorrow. And we can't forget to have some nice water. Now, I wanna show you guys this because I think it's really cool. So you can't see it very well, but back there is a HydroViv water filter, and I bought that to filter my water in my apartment because I wanted cleaner water. But I thought that was really cool. I'd share that with you guys. Water. And now we're ready to go eat. You can see just the straw. You guys can't even see the steak. I'm not sure. I could just angle the camera at the steak so you guys can see the steak, but you'll be able to see it when I eat it, right? That is how it turned out. Look at that. It's perfect. I like mine more rare, so this is like great for me. I think there's something about the juiciness and like the savory that just makes me love meat. But I mean, first day of this is going really well. So I'm noticing that like I'm already craving things, and it's like hard not to give in to temptation because like, I'll show you guys, hang on. Look at that. They're just staring at me. Instinctively, I almost reached for one of the candies. I was like, oh, I want chocolate. So I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. I think my sugar cravings will die down like the longer I'm on carnivore. And I'm excited to kind of see what the immediate effects will be in the next week. All right, so I'm just about to head out to the gym, but I thought I would fill up my water bottle first. And then I'm curious to see how the gym's gonna go because it's been a while since I've been. Also, how cute is this water bottle? I mean, it's already 8:30 right now, so I'm not planning on working out for a super long time. I'm thinking 30 minutes might do it today. So it is 7:30 in the morning. I got dressed and everything, did some morning chores, but I always feel so like, here, I'm gonna put you guys down for a sec. I always feel like so unbelievably groggy in the mornings, like unusually groggy. Sometimes it feels like when I wake up, it's like I lost a few brain cells because I'm just so out of it. Like I can't even think straight. So I'm kind of hoping that eating this beef diet will make me feel more like clear in the head, more awake, more alert, but we'll see. So I'm gonna eat breakfast and then I gotta leave for work. All right, so I have my lunch and my water here, and we're on our way to work and just living life every day, but now I eat only beef. I feel bad because my boss just offered to go buy me a Dr. Pepper from the soda shop next door, and I almost said yes because I do love Dr. Pepper, he knows that, but I can't. Only me, so I was like, oh, I'm right, I can't, but thank you. All right, so I'm gonna make some dinner. I'm gonna make those little sirloins that I have, but I wanted to tell you guys that I experienced a couple of things today that were a little bit out of the ordinary, but it was like my stomach hurt out of the blue today, and then I felt like shaky after I had eaten, which was strange, but then both of those went away just as quickly as they showed up, so I was like, okay, then I guess it's not a problem. But anyways, today we're gonna make these. I think I'm gonna eat 2 or 3 of them for dinner tonight and then save the rest for like leftovers. Maybe I can have them for breakfast tomorrow or something. I'm pretty excited to try these ones because they look really good. That's what it looks like. I think I overcooked it just by a little. It's pretty good. I oversalted it, I think. Yeah. Guys, I'm so freaking tired. Like, I'm like falling asleep on the couch here. It doesn't help that I'm wrapped up in a blanket right now, but I can't tell if I'm sleepy because I'm trying to set a new habit of waking up like earlier in general because it's like a New Year's habit. And so I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, which is really unusual for me. And I'm not sure if I'm just tired because I woke up earlier than normal or if I'm tired because of the diet, but right now I'm like exhausted. Okay, so it's already like almost 10 o'clock at night, and I need to go to bed at 11 because it's part of my New Year's resolution to do so, but I don't want to skip the gym either because that's another resolution of mine. So we're gonna have to make this a really quick workout. I mean, quicker than yesterday, so I'll probably do 30 minutes and then leave because I need to go to bed on time.
Catch me if I fall.
You guys, watch this. You girls still got it! So I'm already noticing a huge difference. I'm actually less bloated than normal.
So catch me if I fall.
All right, so here is something that I am learning about the beef diet, which is that I like grass-fed beef a lot more than beef that's not grass-fed. What's in my fridge and freezer? Not grass-fed beef. Also, I went out with my little sister because she needed to just sit down and talk, and we went to a burger place and I ordered just patties, and she had like fries, and I bought her a shake because, you know, I was trying to be a good older sister, and she starts waving it in my face and I can smell the fries, and I mean, I prepared myself for the cravings. I knew they were coming. I thought I was prepared, but it's different when they actually hit you. It's almost like my body is throwing tantrums over not getting food. Like I was filling up gas in my brain and was like slightly like saying, hey, you should go in there and buy like a Dr. Pepper or something. And I was like, yeah, wait a minute. No, I can't. Forgot to mention it's day 5. I haven't been filming as much because like there's not too many new things that have come up really. But also I've been busy. So yeah, the last day kind of took a backseat. You guys, I'm about to go to bed, but I put in Velcro rollers for the first time to give my hair more volume. And I don't know, I kind of wanted to see what they look like taken out. And you guys are here for the journey. Okay, there's one. Wow. Okay. I like it. Anyways, good night. So, I just finished work. And you know, it's like you mentally prepare yourself for this and how hard it's going to be. And I knew that coming into, you know, going on the lion diet and everything, but it's really difficult. Like I'm not exactly sick of beef. I kind of am, but I'm kind of not. I just want other things right now. And the weirdest things I've been craving so far is, one is cornbread, because I grew up in the South and I love cornbread. So I'm craving cornbread, and then I'm craving like Ritz crackers is another one, which I think is weird. They're just so buttery. So I just got back from checking the mail and my sea salt came in. I'm hoping that it tastes like different from regular salt. I don't know. I'm just like desperate for a different taste right now. This is the Redmond sea salt. And I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and open it, and then it's falling everywhere. Well, I'll have some of it got on my hand. I'm gonna take a little taste. That is some strong salt. I like it, so I'm gonna cook my steaks tonight with the salt. So this is how it turned out. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm cooking some more, and then I cooked some beef into very thin strips. I'm gonna put it in and see if I can kind of make something sort of like jerky, just something that has a little bit of crunch to it. I'm desperate. These are how the attempted kind of like beef jerky steaks went. And I tried one, and I didn't think about trying it on camera, but they're really good. They're so crunchy.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go.
I haven't eaten anything yet, just so I could weigh myself this morning. Wow, that's a new one. About 140, but 139.8 if we're getting specific. Okay, everybody, it has officially been 1 week of eating nothing but beef, salt, and water. And I'm going to show you guys my weight and measurements as of 1 week into this diet. And on top of that, we're introducing a new meat. Now that I've done beef, salt, and water for a whole week, which by the way, I feel phenomenal, like way more energy. I feel clearer in my head than I have in years. And so I'm feeling great. Also, the bloating has like gone away. So that's really nice because I don't feel like a swelled up balloon anymore. So my waist is still 29 inches. My hips are 36 inches. And my bust size is 36 inches. My thigh is 22 inches. And my calf is 14 inches. So the measurements obviously haven't changed that much. But what can you expect in like a week's time? It's only been a week. But I think the most remarkable progress is how I'm feeling. Like I feel more like myself. And if you've struggled with an autoimmune disorder, you know that it's like, I mean, literally exhausting. I just feel exhausted all the time, and I sleep a lot. And it's like, I'm so sick of letting my life pass me by. Like I can't express how much of a relief that is, because I really was starting to miss life and feeling alive instead of like a zombie. And I don't want to get emotional because it's silly, right? But I'm really happy with the progress I've made so far, and I'm like so stoked to see what else is going to happen. Also, I have to say I'm way excited looking in the mirror again. Like, my body is back to at least a little bit, sorry, here's the dog, at least a little bit of what it was before. And I was like keeping up with fitness, I was pretty skinny, but with thyroid issues, like weight gain is like almost inevitable. And no matter, what I was eating or how much I was exercising and how careful and I was about it or how hard I worked, nothing was working. And so it's nice to like get my body back. It's not exactly where it used to be, but I'm not upset about that. I think it's the bloating mostly that's gone down, and so it feels like I'm more proud of all of this again. There have been times where I have been ungrateful for things I see as imperfections, but I mean, the thing that I do now is I just see that the body that I have now is a blessing. And who am I to say that I don't love it when somebody else could want exactly what I have? And vice versa. I mean, obviously, there's people that I really think are beautiful and I would love to trade with them, but they don't feel the same way. So lesson of the day, be grateful for what you got, because you only live this life in this body once. So I'm at the store and I just realized that I don't think they have lamb here. But I did find something interesting. Instead, I found that they have ground bison here. So we're gonna try adding some bison to my diet and see how that turns out. All right, so another thing I'm gonna be attempting, I see a lot of carnivores do this a lot, but they introduce like a flavored energy drink with electrolytes, and it has to be sugar-free, so this one's sugar-free. And if I don't react well to this, then I guess I won't have any, but we're gonna try it. Guys, look at this parking lot. Look at this. And there's just giant puddles everywhere, and I brought the wrong shoes. I don't know why I wore these out. I knew it was snowing. We're gonna go ahead and make this ground bison for lunch and see how I react. Now, I was tempted to have my lemonade with it, but I want to make sure that my body reacts to them at separate times so I know which one caused a reaction if I have one. So we're just gonna do this and water for lunch, but then we'll have the lemonade maybe as like a snack later and see how that settles with my stomach. So I finished cooking. I just put it in this small bowl here, but I'm excited because I mean, so far it smells the exact same as ground beef. I mean, go figure, it's just meat, but I'm excited to see if it tastes any different. Here we go. It does taste like a little different. Actually, I think I might like this more than ground beef. It's really good. So I just put some of that lemonade stuff in this cup because it's been a few hours since I've eaten, and dinner's in the oven for the next 40 minutes. So I have a gap. I'm gonna drink this and see if it upsets my stomach or if we're chilling. He wants me to throw the ball. Lemonade has always been one of my favorite drinks, and so far so good. Haven't noticed anything yet, but I have to give it time. So, I'm pretty stupid, but hey, it's my first time ever doing carnivore, so you know what? There's room to make mistakes. We all do. But look, I got bloated so quick, and I can feel my stomach gurgling. It's like, that was a weird noise. Anyways, but definitely not drinking that again. Maybe it's because of what I ate, you know, the lemonade electrolyte stuff, or maybe it's just how I'm genuinely feeling, but I'm very emotional right now. I feel like a failure for even trying to introduce that into my diet. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, it seems really stupid looking back on it. I'm like really upset that I made that mistake. I don't know why. I'm just so worried about messing it up. And I did, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just what I ate or something, because I just don't feel right after drinking it. I mean, I should have known. I'm just upset with myself. But I thought I would share how it was feeling. And, you know, there's times where I mess up in my videos and I think about cutting it out and doing things perfectly, but the reason I'm doing this video isn't to do it perfectly, but to document my real experience with this diet. And so I want to keep this in, because sometimes you fail and sometimes you mess up or you make a wrong choice, and that's okay. I bought some more buffalo meat over at Smith's, and hang on, sorry, but I also got lamb. Alright, so I've got the lamb in the air fryer for about, I think it's 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip it, but I quickly gotta take this one outside to go potty. You wanna go potty? So, wow, my hair's a mess today, just ignore it. So I just finished eating my lamb, and I forgot to film it, but it's kind of because I've been distracted. Here, let me show you guys what is going on outside. Can you guys even see it? There's just like a bunch of snow being, wow, look at that. Blown around like crazy. The wind's crazy right now. And while I was eating my lamb, I got a weather alert for it. So I have been on the lion diet for almost a week and a half now. And I just have to say, I wake up every morning so happy. And like that is something I'm like so incredibly grateful for, because, you know, I've struggled with depression and anxiety for pretty much all of my life. And like for the first time in a very long time, it's so weird. I wake up like in a giggly, happy mood. I feel like more like myself than I have in years. And I don't know, it's just like so, I don't know, so relieving that I get to be this unbelievably happy for no reason other than I'm just happy to wake up in the mornings. It's such a weird feeling. I'm like actually able to wake up, like my body will wake itself up before my alarm even goes off. I mean, I'm only a week and a half in and I feel this great. I don't know, just woke up unbelievably happy and grateful this morning. And I thought I'd share. It has officially been 2 weeks on the lion diet, and today is the final weigh-in and measurements. So I'm gonna go quickly get changed into the same workout set that I was wearing at the beginning of this video, and I'm gonna be taking all the before and after pictures. Well, the after pictures. I'm gonna be taking the after pictures and the after measurements for you guys on camera here, and that will wrap up the 2-week video. Ta-da! Man, this brings back memories. Man, it's only been 2 weeks though, it's not that. Shouldn't be that big of a difference. Anyways, let's go ahead with the measurements. So we're gonna start out with the waist again. My waist is now 28 inches, and if I'm remembering correctly, I think that's 1 inch lost from the waist. The hips are now 36 inches. And then for the bust measurements, we're at 36. So that's it for the after measurements. I'm gonna put them all on screen and calculate how many inches I lost for you guys, if you're interested in seeing that. I mean, I'm not looking at the measurements right now, I kind of forgot what they were, but I do think I lost a few inches as far as measurements go. Now, as far as before and after, obviously I'm going to show you guys kind of what my stomach looks like now. Here is what my stomach looks like now. I'm not sure if it looks any different from the beginning or not. I think it looks slightly different. I think I look a little bit slimmer than when I started. That kind of concludes the week 2 carnivore results. Well, lion diet, but you get it. I will say 2 weeks on carnivore, it completely changed my life. At least, I don't know if it's long term. I would hope it's long term, but in the short term it did. I loved doing carnivore. I'm still going to be doing carnivore after this video, but it won't be as strict as the one I was on. The lion diet in particular is what I was on for this video. I mean, the overall benefits of doing this, I can't even describe how incredible it really was doing this. And I mean, I had more energy, I felt more like myself. I noticed like changes in my body, like not even just measurements and weight, but my skin cleared up pretty quickly. And then I also noticed that my hair seems to be growing back faster. I'll try and put pictures up so you guys can see. I don't know, it's like amazing because I don't feel as tired anymore and I actually have energy. I feel like awake. And that's not something that I usually have. And the symptoms of my autoimmune disorder have started to subside, so it's all looking really good. And obviously, it's only been 2 weeks. So you can't tell everything for just 2 weeks. I would highly recommend you do your own research before you do a diet like this, but man, you guys will definitely be seeing more carnivore content from this girl. I can't say enough positive things about it. And I mean, it's just like so nice to feel like I have my life back. Like if you have any kind of chronic illness or autoimmune disorder, you know how it feels to feel like you're just never gonna be able to be yourself again, because like there's no energy, there's no motivation, and like it's just tough to be told, that's it, we can't do anything, you're gonna be on medicine the rest of your life. That's such a hard thing to deal with, and to know that I likely won't have to because there's a way to heal myself through diet is such a wonderful feeling. So yeah, I really loved this. Like I say, do your own research before you do anything. That is it for today's video. Hopefully I'll be making more content like this soon. So make sure to subscribe because as soon as I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be going skydiving for you guys. You can follow me on Instagram over here at Crafty Novel Geek. And remember that self-love is half learned and half earned. And I think I earned it through 2 weeks of carnivore. I will see you guys next time. Bye!
You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.